I'd go from bronze to mythic if I could only open some rares.
That's freaking terrible.
But we'll work hard to solve the format.
7 wins.
And I'm sure we'll make it there.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Bronze to Mythic. That's right, episode 12, draft number 12, and what a wall we hit yesterday. After an unbelievable run, it took us less than 8 drafts to go from Bronze 4 to Diamond 4, which is unbelievable, honestly. We won like almost every game. Our losses lined up perfectly. And then from that point yesterday, things just completely fell apart. We had like 2 0-3s. We could not do anything. We just couldn't even do it. We had mana problems of all kinds. We were aggro decks twice, and both aggro decks seemed pretty bad. I think both aggro decks 0-3'd, right? Or no, I'm sorry, the multi-color deck 0-3'd. Felt like we just couldn't draw a good mix of lands and spells. We didn't have any mana sinks. A lot of removal in this format, and a lot of card advantage on creatures and stuff too. So not really thrilled about being aggro anymore. And I might just go back to my mid-range sort of like grindy roots here as we were doing early on. But yeah, wild swing back yesterday from it back to reality. But that's okay. We're ready to go here. We are well rested, and we are ready to rock and roll. And we are opening up our rare in draft number 11. Sorry, draft number 12 in Bronze Mythic. We got some good uncommons here. We got the old Morbid Opportunist. Good place to get back on track with Mythic Uncommon. So Opportunist is insane. Wake to Slaughter is an amusing card, but not that good. Ratkeeper is also great, obviously. Good card to pass for picking Opportunist. Otherwise, this pack's got not too much here. Duel for Dominance, which, whatever. Easy one. Easy one. Easy Opportunist. Not even close. Probably the best uncommon in the set. Probably, I would think. Alright, we can pass the pack with a rare missing. So no real big information there. There's a Firmament Sage. A Contortionist Troop, which is pretty good. Search Party Captain, Rejuvenator. Obviously, the Opportunist, we can be basically anything. We can be blue-black, we can be black-white, green-black, probably too. Sage is pretty cool. Sage is pretty cool. Troop's also quite good. Also very, very good. I think we're just going to try and stay the blue-black rope and kind of see what's going on there. We're passing a couple good blue cards here. I'm sorry, green cards. We're not passing any blue cards really, except for Locked in Cemetery. There's no black cards here either. And again, a rare was taken, so we have no idea what the signal is here. Thanks, Sage. Just get back to grinding. You know, just get back to grinding. What's up, Hot? How's it going, my friend? All right, we get past a pack now. Rare and an uncommon missing, and not a ton going on here either. Falcon Abomination is pretty cool. Hobbling Zombie is also solid, but I think the A-Bomb is better. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy here. Ooh. It's an A-Bomb. Ooh, wow. So we see a late Contortionist Troop here, and it looks like the black cards are really drying up, honestly. We see some decent blue cards here. 2 pretty good green cards in Rejuvenator and Troop. A couple okay white cards. Okay. I think we're going to take the Troop here. I think Splashing Opportunist is very, very reasonable. And I've honestly done pretty well blue-green. I'm not gonna lie. This Troop's pretty cool. We could take the Abomination and kind of just like stay the course here. That's a pretty late Troop, though. That's a pretty late Troop. Yeah, what's Troop here? Keep things open. All right, never mind. There's a Blade Stitch Scab. Let's get back into black. I think we're not seeing much black this pack, but it's probably the deepest color, and we'll get it in pack 2, I think. And I mean, Burn the Accursed is very good. Liberator's pretty solid, but Scab's also pretty good and a pretty good signal too. So if someone is black downstream, they're probably not blue, so we can get blue cards this way, black cards the other way. Yeah, we're just gonna stay the course here. Scab is pretty awesome. Pretty solid card. Okay, yeah, so black is clearly getting cut pretty hard, but that means we're cutting black even harder this way. So, and the color's pretty deep. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, Revenge of a Drowned, pretty awesome. Super solid. So, pretty good start. Pretty good start. Bronze to Mythic. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Death Bonnet Sprout. Also a couple white cards. Don't really want Stormrider Spirit. Death Bonnet is pretty good if we are blue-green. Alright, we'll take the Sprout. We'll spec a little bit. We'll spec a little bit. Stormrider Spirit's just very, like, medium. Pretty late. Pretty late green cards here. Green does seem pretty open. And a Farmer, too. Alright, France Farmer will have her revenge. Let's just go here. That's a late Farmer. That is a late Farmer. So, probably look to be blue-green and just splash the Opportunist. Yeah, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. We did pretty well blue-green, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I mean, Cavalry's fine. Just a fine card. Here comes the Cavalry. I said, here comes the Cavalry. There it is. Oh yeah, it's tons and tons of semi cards here. I think the Observer might actually be all right. I don't really want any of his green cards, so. All right, sure. I'll take the Jack-o'-lantern, possible fixing for our Opportunist. Late Rejuvenator. Wow, yeah, green is just super open. I love green. Green's great. Green's just always super open. Last pick, Stormrider Spirit, sure. All right. Pack number 2, we open another Death Bonnet Sprout. Sure. So, we've settled into our deck here pretty good, I think. Is Duel for Dominance better than Sprout? The second Sprout obviously makes it even better. Because, like, just you're doing more of a self-mill thing, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're going to Sprout here. Second Sprout. And really look to push this kind of graveyard thing we got going on here. I like it. I like it. All right, green it is. All right. Past a Burly Breaker. Pretty honkin' chonker. We already have some big 5-drops, though. Maybe we're, like, just not taking Beethook Angler early enough. It is obviously a pretty good card to flash back and things like that. Maybe we just don't want this big idiot. Maybe we actually just want the Beethook Angler. I think we already have Troops, a pretty big one. Cavalry's, like, obviously not as good as Burly Breaker is, but, like, it's just, like, still pretty good. We don't really care about Day Knight too much. Maybe we just want the cheaper card. Try and change things up a little bit here. There's plenty of big idiots, so it's kind of just value over replacement. I feel like we just keep passing this card over and over and over again, but it just can't be right. I'm taking the Angler. Creeper, love it. Yeah, we're just rocking and rolling now. Silver Bolt's good too, but I also want this Evolving Wilds, but Creeper's just like the perfect card for the deck. It's awesome. So, right, we just need 2 drops also. We just need to have an early things, you know, so. Another Unblinking Observer's not very exciting. It's a pretty unexciting pack, honestly. Most of these cards are pretty mopey. I don't really want to play 2 Unblinking Observers, but Disturb cost or an instant or sorcery spell. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Probably not playing 2 of those, but sure. Another Farmer. Jeez, we are self-milling like a crazy person. Self-milling like a crazy person. Francis freaking Farmer. Even a Shipwreck Marsh for our perfect mana? Look at this. Give me the Shipwreck Marsh all day. Splash that Opportunist. I'm not playing Scab, but just easy splash and Opportunist. Yeah, no coffee for me. I don't drink coffee. My eyes twitchy. I don't even drink coffee. Blade switch, yeah, whatever. It's easy marsh here. Make that splash super easy, barely an inconvenience. All these cards terrible. Just cut this from someone. Screw them. And a bomb. This card's pretty clunky. Take the A bomb. We're already at 18 playables. Angler. I'm not playing 2 of these. I ain't playing 1 of these cards probably, honestly. And we got A-Bombs, Opportunist, Farmer, Sage. Stormrider Spirit is probably not going to make the deck. Ithing Needle? Sure. Look at me rare drafting on my limited account. All these cards are terrible. Alright, whatever. Sure. Pack 3, let's go. You're not believing this one? This deck seems pretty good. I mean, I like some more 2-drops and like another removal spell or 2, but like I think we're off to a pretty good start here. Consider. Sure. Sure. A lot of creatures. These sprouts are going to be pretty good, honestly. Would like some more disturb cards. Would like another removal spell or 2. But kind of happy here. Infusion, Howl the Hunt, Snarling Wolf. Alright. Pestle Wolf's great. That's a good 2-drop. It's a very solid 2-drop. Hey, Toots. Cole's wearing her sus shirt.
Yeah.
Malevolent Hermit. Solid.
Take it.
Very solid card. Very solid card. Also, Shadow Beast sighting. Locked in 7. This is a really good pack for us. We're going to table something good out of this pack.
You're a malevolent hermit.
I am a malevolent hermit. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that like the rate on this card is just so good compared to Blade Up Beta Angler. They're both 2/1s on the front. This has an ability, and then the backside is a Windrake, not a 1/2. So Hermit's just like awesome. Super, super solid cards.
I came to cheer you on.
Came to cheer me on.
Yeah.
Oh, another Sprout? Our deck's going to be freaking adorable.
You're going to get one more.
Look at its hands. Look at its hands.
It looks like hamster hands. It's like the little fingers that hamsters have.
All right.
To hold a little pumpkin seed to give them.
We're gonna deck ourselves, I think.
You're going to get another one. I know you're going to get another
4
one.
Deathbringer Sprout.
I
would say we're not gonna play Consider this deck.
Yeah, you're going to have 4.
I want to have all creatures and not a lot of I don't want a deck either.
Mushroom soup deck.
Defend the Celestis. Also a Rebirth. This card's whatever.
Yeah.
Sentry.
You're whatever.
It's not even good. This card looks like it'd be so good.
You first picked that card.
I feel like I first picked this card before and I've gotten it last
You did.
pick before. Like we're gonna be reasonably aggressive. This card just seems good. We have a lot of creatures too. I'm taking this card.
I like the art on Otherworldly Gaze.
You want to take the art on Otherworldly Gaze.
Top right. It looks like peacock feathers, even though they're eyes.
They are eyeballs. It's very creepy. Stop being creepy.
But they're pretty.
You're being creepy.
They look like...
Another Rebirth. An Arrogant Outlaw. Another Angler. Sure. I mean, this pack's kind of... Last few packs are kind of mobile for us, but sure. Lord Draken says, hey, you want Jack Hughes? Jack Hughes doesn't hit anybody or block any shots or take any penalties or do anything. I looked at him. I think he's had a really big year, but like, he doesn't actually do anything. So I'm not really interested anymore. All right, so yeah, we're not really interested in this card, whatever. Angler. Silverbolt. I mean, Shadow Beast Sighting is like the best card for us too. I might even play this Opportunist, honestly. We'll see. We'll see if I get like, I would like at least 1 or 2 more pieces of fixing to play it. So I think he's gonna have a big year next year, honestly too. But like, I think he needs to score like 80 points to be a viable like super top-notch fantasy player because he doesn't do anything else. Yeah, it's a 5-mana Howling Mine though, which doesn't affect the board at all. Shadow Beast or Silverbolt here. We are light on removal, but Sighting is like the best card possible for us. I'll take the Sighting.
I got you a water.
Thanks.
Corpse Cobble?
Corpse Cobble is a card. I mean, Amalgam's like fine, but not incredible. But yeah, Farmer sort of helps with fixing. Obviously, the Dawnheart helps too, but I want like an Evolving Wilds or two, you know?
I'm sad.
Jeez, why are you sad?
I was here for the 4th mushroom.
That's a good card. Yeah, there's no mushroom. Well, it's gotta be in this pack. It's our last chance at a Sprout.
No. Wait, no, you didn't open this pack?
So let's pick 8.
But, because you opened a pithing needle.
Well,
It's terrible.
Needles for days. Alright, so the Angler and the A-Bomb came back. I'm just gonna Angler again. Anglers for days. Revival, probably not playing that. So, the question now is, are we playing Opportunist or nah? Rebirth too. We're milling all the cards. We are milling all the cards. We already have like 5 of those. I don't think we're splashing.
The splash is super easy.
It's not though.
Barely.
I guess we have Creeper also.
You have Creeper and
The thing is that like,
the
I even play a Swamp?
The other one.
Because I have no way to like get a Swamp. So like, there's no point in playing a Swamp, I don't think.
I cut the defend as well.
Seeker, reset. Thanks so much. Alright, so Troop goes over here. I would say that Drown Yard Amalgam and Stormrider Spirit don't feel necessary. I want to play 17 lands in this deck because I have tons of things to do with my mana. So we want to play Opportunist. We have Creeper, Rejuvenator, and then 2 Farmers to find our dual land. So we have, how many creatures do we have here? 20 creatures in 23 cards, which is awesome. So our Sprouts are going to be huge. We're light on removal. We're light on removal. Our only removal spell is Revenge of a Drowned. And that's essentially it. So we were very, very light on removal, which is not good. I think we're just gonna play the Opportunist off of like nothing, basically. I guess I can play this Crossroads Candle Guide also, but we're pretty full on 4-drops too. Unblinking Observers, whatever. Yeah, I agree. No need for a Swamp without Wilds. Definitely agree. Just play it. You play the Pumpkin. That's true. That's true. Like, I don't like the idea of playing cards that cycle that don't like aren't creatures or do things, but I think that this is reasonable. It's a great range. Sure, Pumpkin works. I'm in. 16 lands with the Pumpkin. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, add some lands. Get our Marsh in here. And let's play this island this time. 7 and the this forest. So we're at 8/8, which is very, very reasonable. We did a lot of Sprouts. Maybe I think it's actually one more green than red because we have Farmer and Rejuvenator all fine. All make other colors of mana. We want to have Sprout on turn 1. Yeah, I think it's one more forest. So we have 7, 9, 7. I want to cast Sprout on turn 1, obviously. And then a lot of our blue cards aren't as important to play early as our green cards. And Farmer will help find the blue sources also. So I think that's it, folks. I think that's our deck. So prediction times. Folks, this deck going to get 7 wins, yes or no, all right? Place your bets. YouTube folks, please take a second and pause the video. Scroll down to the comments and let me know if you're a believer or a non-believer in the YouTube comments. Believer all caps or non-believer all caps. Don't cheat. All right, don't cheat and skip ahead in the video. I want to hear your thoughts before you watch the games. Is this deck going to get 7 wins? Yes or no? And then stream folks, of course, place your bets with your channel points, all right? Let's go. All right, round 1. The bets are coming in. Playing against Llanowar. Bets are coming in. Remember, folks, if it's your first time here, hit that follow button. Watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. Bronze Mythic, episode 12. Keep double Sprout. Let's go. Dub Sprouts. They are better at multiples. Sprout. Mills of land. Draw the Marsh. Wow, look at that. Now we're doing it. We're playing constructed, folks. We have Marsh for the A-Bomb. That was a good draw. Mill. Forest, mill, forest. Draw, forest. What the hell is going on?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Is it all forest? Always has been. Alright, let's not draw any more lands, please. And now you should have like this defend this less is also pretty. I think that's pretty good in our deck, honestly. In a bomb. Alright, that card's pretty good. So we have the Corrupted Bishop, we mill a land, and a land. This is insane. I mean, we drew another Sprout here, I guess. Okay, I mean, defend this less allows us to attack here. The problem is they block both. Then defend this less won't save both. What if I attack with... This is ridiculous. So I guess yesterday is still thing. The fan will save both. No, it won't. Oh, I guess I could save one, but not like win the combat. Yeah, pump. You're right. So we'll jam here. We'll jam. Killing the Corrupted Bishop's pretty cool. I can do that. All right, so we're gonna go counter on Sprout, and then I think 2 counters on A-Bomb, because these are gonna get bigger later anyway. So distribute 3 counters among 2 creatures you control. So 1 there, 2 here on the flyer. So ship in for some damage, say go. Now we got a chunky flyer. Yeah, we're probably doing some spells, I would assume. Trapper, sure. This gives humans lifelinks. Whenever a non-token human you control dies, you lose 1 and make a token. Alright, so I think the Sprouts are staying home now. Mill a card. Island. Mill a card, island. Alright. Is something wrong? Like, I don't understand. They've literally only milled land so far. Like, now that it's been 7 in a row, is that, like, even possible? Like, okay. We literally have all spells in our deck. So, alright, so we're going to send the flyer in, obviously. Seek a basic land into your graveyard. I know, right? Like, do I Sprout here? Or do I play Rejuvenator? I guess I want to try and... I mean, let's play on the Sprout, I guess. It's obviously not very mana efficient. I'm going to play this. I think just so you go. Like... Creature origin story. You got it. Now my farmers... That is true. The farmers will not miss. Sanctifier, daytime, sure. Alright, so, alright, build a creature and a land, sure. Farmer. We are farmers. We're gonna freaking deck. Tap this. What's up, Harambe? So, yeah, alright, no attacks. Augustus was a farmer. She was very mad that her parents named her Augustus, but she made pumpkins. Pumpkins is what she made. Oh, there we go. Now I'm milling some spells. And Augustus made friends with beetles and made pumpkins and lived happily ever after. All right, now I can just flash back the Hermit, I think. Now we're actually drawing some spells. So, and now, I'm sorry, hold on. We actually have... Now we have 3 creatures in the bin. So I actually want to flip the Sonnet, I think. Or flip this thing. But I don't want to exile them. So yeah, let's put Flash Hermit back. This is fine. Want the flyer or no? Is it another flyer too? Alright, they just flip. Right. If I have 3 3/3s, it is pretty good. So Flashback Hermit, just have 2 3/3s. Yeah, I'll just do this now, I think. Alright, sure. Benevolent Geist. Yeah, why is it not the backside over here? It's kind of weird. I don't know. Don't wrath me, bruh. This thing gives humans lifelink. This is super sketch. I mean, they can give things lifelink, I guess. Are we getting Wrathed here? How sick would that be to get Wrathed here? When this dies, they lose a life, make a token. Mythic Massacre would be pretty gross. So the question becomes, should I make more blocks? I would say I want to kill the bishop. I'm going to make some blocks. I think this is really fishy to me. I think we're getting Wrathed here. So you can only Ormondal if they have exactly 13 life. I don't block like this. It's like a hedge against the Wrath. And I still have plenty of gas, so. Ambush. Okay. Alright, sure. Makes sense. Okay. And we still just have, like, a big flyer. We have our smaller sprout. We have another sprout. We get Shadow Beast sighting. We get a forest. Now we have a 3/3. And we're just gonna like, let's see, what do we have for 5, 6, 7 mana? We just need to like hit the trapper with the Revenge of a Drown probably. Let's do this. No attacks. We're gonna play Archivist Sprout and just say go. This game looking good? What are you, crazy? We're like way ahead this game. Kind of a weird game, but very strange plays. So that feels super sketch. I still feel super sketched out about this. I mean, if they do have a Wrath here, we have our deck is literally all spells, and we have Shadow Beast sighting ready to rock and roll also. So like, just gonna block here. Yeah, this is fine. Blade Brand, okay. They have like lifelink. Sure. Just lifelink once. Okay. I mean, sure. Another A-bomb. It's an A-bomb. Alright, so to move to combat, they tap the A-bomb, attack for 2 at the haunt, and we're just gonna like Revenge of a Drown the Trapper on their turn. Decking is a mild concern, for sure. Angler, sure. Actually pretty awesome. Just say go. Next turn, the Hulks can come in too. Our deck seems good. I still get a weird tingle. Still get a weird tingle, like they're trying to set something up. The Horde. That's annoying, obviously, but sure. It's goodbye Shadow Beast sighting, but whatever. They're just dead in the air, so... Trying to make Ormondal? I mean, like... They're pretty far off of that, you know? That was pretty gross. Okay. Sure. So we just like revenge the trapper and just start smashing. Maybe there are 11 cards left. Now trappers offer minimum to a maximum, or for 2 turns at least. Get a zombie, untap, eat some cards out of the graveyard. Eat some cards out of my graveyard too, I guess. Draw another Beethoven Angler. Alright, so we just attack. We have 10 cards left. The Hulks get in too. And if any human dies, or non-token human, and we play A-Bomb and Angler. Yeah, they're like out of cards, so I think, does everything get in? I think the zombies stay home. Yeah, zombies stay home. So attack, loot. I would actually just have the backside of Angler, so I'm just gonna discard the Angler. And like trading Hulks here is fine, I think. Why zombies stay back? Because they're just gonna get blocked by the 2/3s. The 2/3s probably aren't blocking anyway. And they can just chump the big things with the 1/1s and eat my zombies to the 2/3s, so. Sure, so we kill the bishop. And we kill the token. We wipe their board. And they basically just like have to draw Wrath. So gain lifelink, kill some stuff. And then things die, they lose more life. Oh, never mind. And now we just like, we know their top card is not that. They're at 4. So we just put, I'm just going to put 4 in the battlefield. I'm going to play around like a possible Wrath. Just put 4 on the battlefield, say go. Yeah, let's play everything, whatever. Go ahead, freaking Wrath me, whatever. They have exactly a Wrath, like, sure. Now we're dead if they have a kill spell too, so, or a blocker. They're out of cards, so like, we had Tingle before, now there's no Tingle anymore. Intrepid Adversary, you're dead. Good card, but you're dead. That is only 14. I will take 14. Not a bad draw. Not a bad draw. As long as we don't attack with our... as long as they attack with our zombies, we're good. They could have screwed up there. If I Space Jam, they would have gained 6 life. But we'll take it. Start the day with a win.
Game.
Let's go.
Blouses.
Chat asks, isn't the unwritten rule to not play around rares? No. The rule is to be aware of things that are happening in a game. And if things feel really, really weird, try and figure out why. Then if you're unbelievably ahead and you can afford to play around a master removal spell, you can do so. Taking those extra 5% of games and turning them into wins, is, or like whatever, 2%, is like very, very important. All right, it's obviously terrible hand. We're going to mulligan. Sure, it's fine. Keep this and ship. What do we ship here? Probably a A-Bomb, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I need any keepers, Lord Reagan. I'm already flush with keepers, so. I'm already trading off some keepers, so. Keep this. They mulligan also. I'm going to ship the A-Bomb. We should have 2, 3, 4. And Farmer will find a land. A-Bomb just like doesn't really fit in the curve super well, so. That's a great draw. This card's awesome. Just a really, really good card on rate. Alright, Siege Zombie. Shipwreck Marsh. Look at this mana. Every game, so easy. My loss. Thanks, Lord Wigan. Yeah, I do think Jack Hughes is going to have an absolutely monster year, but I just, again, he would need to be a point per game player to be worth it on my team, I think. So, no land, say go. Poor opponent. Poor opponent. Don't want to farmer away a land. I mean, archivist away a land here just to guarantee a hit on farmer. I kind of do. I kind of do. Just guarantee value on farmer, you know? Ship it. We are playing Opportunist, yes. We are playing Opportunist. Card's too good not to play. Bait Hook Angler. That's pretty good. But sure. Still an easy jam here. Totally fine making trades. I think we're ahead on cards. We're ahead on tempo too. So obviously both these cards die are pretty happy. So attack. Probably put the Angler on the Archivist. It's totally fine. Get it for 2. Play Farmer. Play land. I guess this like meant I couldn't curve into Shadow Beast by discarding the land. But mill over a land anyway. We hit another Angler too. Sick. Sick. Not going to cast a Troop for 1. Or for 0, I mean. Alright, they draw land. A little scary. A little scary. Now I have Shadow Beast, Hermit, Wolf. Archive Haunt. Hook Haunt Drifter. It's kind of cool. Creepy ghost haunting the library. It's an A-bomb. Sure. So, another easy jam here. We draw a non-land. It stinks a little bit, but it's fine. Yeah, just jam. Again, trades are awesome for this deck because all of our cards come back to again anyway, so. Gonna take all of it? Wow. So, do you want to like go super wide here? Or do we want to play Shadow Beast? Then if they have a 1/1 removal spell, it kind of sucks, or a bounce spell or something like that. But if I go Wolf Hermit, the problem is they play a creature with toughness 3 or more, and it's harder to attack. I could also just play Rejuvenator and set up for even more spells next turn, but I think we're going to Sighting. Just play Sighting and say go. Alright, drain for 1, you got it. Or hit for 1. If this card drained, would be insane. Looks like a pretty good Dimir deck. I guess I could have also like played Troop for 1 and then played like Hermit and then pumped up the Angler as a 3-power creature. Nurse says, odd lore question. Do you think Delver reverted back to a human? Or that we're looking at a new Delver? Well, every non-legendary creature is just like a creature that happened to do that same thing, so probably a new one. Troop for 1 wouldn't work. Oh, I guess, sure, we didn't have the 4/4 play, obviously, yet. Sure, you're right, you're right. Hobbling Zombie's pretty good. Obviously, that makes my 4/4 play much worse than it would have been if I had played the other things, but sure. Just jam here, same thing. I'm going to go double spell this turn. I think we're going to go like Hermit Root Coil. So let's jam with the non-4/4. Do I want to trade the 4/4? I don't have much removal in my deck, honestly. Just like trade it, whatever. I guess I get a zombie though. Let's not do that. Let's have this. Block the farmer, sure. Yeah, sure. They go to 10. Farmer's dead. We play Hermit and Creeper. Just keep jamming. Spells for days. Yeah, like there's like a lot of hermits wandering around trying to cast spells, you know? There's like a lot of troops just like hanging out and contorting themselves over and over again. There's a lot of wolves with fangy, poisony teeth. Like, they have land 4. I mean, they have 4 spells in their hand, so hydration. Here comes the A-bomb. Look at this aggression from our opponent here. Are they going to play like a large blocker? No. Hook Haunt Drifter? Sure. They're eyeing my Hermit here. This card's really good. Very good card for Constructed, too. Hello? Alright, you're a land. Alright, sure. And I have a lot of mana. So we're going to send in... Hey, I don't really care if Hermit dies. Like, the counter spell abilities, I don't know, it's kind of whatever. Just play land. It might be attack with everything, honestly. Just attack with the Creeper, too. They could have Startle here, which would kind of suck. I guess the Hermit would counter it, though, so... Just jam with everything and look to flash back some stuff. Does Creeper get into? Like, what are they? They don't even have good blocks here. Like, what are they blocking with? Like, what are they doing, honestly? Like, how are they gonna, like, not die here? Like, Hermit counters any interaction, so...
Can I get an F in chat for getting a Genshin advertisement before I could come give Jim my Bezos bucks?
Thanks, Blake. Appreciate the resub. Like, maybe I should have, they're gonna Geist Wave. We just counter this. Like, what are they doing? Sure. Counter that. And then, you get it for 8. Put them to 2. Let's play, So I kinda want to double spell again. But, there's just so many cards. We just have so many cards, you know? Play the Benevolent Geist to get a flyer. Don't really need a flyer. I guess like them playing like a big ground body is certainly possible. Troop for 1, Coven, and make the Angler into a 2/3 flyer is also pretty good. Actually, it might be better, honestly. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, kind of a weird play for our opponent, honestly. Deck seems good. Deck seems good. Take 1. Yeah, you got me. Like, they have 3 blockers to our 5 attackers. I guess the Troop's not really a lethal attacker at the moment, but... All this card advantage stuff is just so good. It's all about cards. It's all about the disturb cards and the flashback cards in this format, I think. Just like having all your cards be so many cards. Yeah, they're dead. They have 4 blockers now. Mill some cards. Unless they have an Eaten Alive here too. Zan with the raid. Thanks, Zan. Appreciate it. Zan, I'll see you at SGCon, right, bud? I assume. Big raid. What's up, my friends? If you haven't seen Zan, check him out. Good people. Always playing some good constructed deck usually. And if you're tuning in, my name is Jim. What's up? Welcome. We are playing Bronze to Mythic, the show where I go from Bronze to Mythic in my limited account. They had the drift, the Eaten Alive too. Jeez. And we absolutely crushed to Diamond. It took us less than 8 drafts to get a Diamond, and then yesterday we hit a wall. We had some really rough drafts, but now we're back at it today. And we're rocking and rolling. Our deck's pretty cool here. We are 1-0. And we got about a day and a half left to get Mythic, so a lot of pressure. Pressure's on. But I ain't gonna crack. Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you're the bait hook angler of Gibraltar? Alright, so we're gonna attack with, the 4 and the 2s. We have enough mana to go. We want to go Sprout and probably Flyer Harvest. We can actually play the Wolf, too. Alright, so we're gonna jam with, like, Angler and the Beast. And then we're going to play Death Bonnet, Hermit, Wolf. Just go super wide. They'll block Hook Haunt on Angler and maybe double on the 4/4. Their blocks here are all pretty bad, so... dubs. Yeah, I mean, this is all great. So, lose a life, kill some stuff. I feel like both of our games so far, we've been in the stage of the game where, like, can we afford to play around mass removal? That's been the spot we've been at. I think I'm actually going to... If I Dawnheart Sprout, then I can't Troop. Angler, Haunt. So I actually can't Troop. It's interesting. I want to play a Flyer, though. I can play 2 Flyers. They can't put a counter on it. Ay. Archivist. Let's just play, like, Hermit. Whatever. Play this. Angler. Play this. So there you go. So they have to deal with the guy should they die. If they do have a Wrath somehow, whatever. They attack with a 2/2. No blocks. Tell me more. Tell me more. This deck seems good. This deck seems good. It's all about the graveyard stuff. You know, it's all about the spells do more than one thing. Make me discard a card. It's a flyer, too. That's not bad, I guess. All right. There's dead, though, right? There's a 2. We should have like 1,000 attackers, so. Alrighty, then.
After it was all over, he took us in the house to serve his pancake.
Alright, 2-0. Burst Meow. I mean, I don't think we can mulligan this hand, honestly. Like, I know it's really bad, but maybe just mulligan. Let's just mulligan. If this is like any like reasonable creature, yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. I'm like so. I don't like the mulligan limited basically ever, but this hand's just awful. Our deck is full of card advantage too, so sure. Let's keep this. Let's ship the Celestis. And draw some lands. Draw some lands. Or 5 drops. Whatever. Lands or 5 drops. Same thing. Same thing. Festival Crasher. It's not a card you want to see when you're a little massacred, but sure. Play bear. Sure. Alright, you're up. Crasher comes in for 1. No blocks. What do you got for me? 1 point of damage? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Falcon A-Bomb. We draw a Death Bonnet Sprout. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. So I'll just jam. Definitely want to draw... Any land is fine. Blue land is ideal, but if I just cast the cast this thing, I'm pretty happy about it. Consider me this. I do want to try a Crasher deck, because this card does seem pretty awesome. Tie with everything, including the zombie, sure. Bring it on. Am I dead? Pump, pump, pump. This is where our lack of removal is going to hurt a bit. Alright, yeah, their hand's just like really, really good here. Alright, I mean, land or bust, I guess. That is not a land. Okay, I guess. The old 2/2 troop, just trying to block this Crasher. Sure, this is going to work out really badly for us, but I mean, we have no options, so what are we going to do? Yep, here we go. Here we go. Bring it on. What do you got for me? Burn the Accursed? Sure. I mean, they only have 2 cards left. We can just draw a freaking land here. Nope, can't draw land. This is what our day was the latter half of yesterday. Just a lot of this happening over and over and over again. So let's try to avoid having this happening again. That'd be really cool. Secrets of a Key. This card's so bad. Alright, whatever. Alright, tough game. Tough game. Not very fun. Not very fun. Alright, back at it. Back at it. Functional hand, please. Usually gonna have one of those a draft, you know? I mean, need to draw a land, but hand's good otherwise. Farmer, love the farmer. Need a land, folks. We need a land. Triskaidekaphile. Hit an angler and draw a creature. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It does remove the creature from the graveyard for the sprout, but I think that's fine. Just need to draw land. Land me up. Tons of threes. Wrangler's pretty good. Mill land. Don't draw land. I'm going to attack. I'll block the sprout on the Wrangler if given the option, so... we just have so much to do, and like I would obviously love this card to die, so mill a creature, hit a non-land. How about a 1/1 troop? How about that? How's that sound? Double farmer. Memory Deluge. What is this, a control deck? Like it's like a standard deck? Just gonna file a Memory Deluge? Alright, I guess. If you just draw land, I think we're in fine shape, honestly. An A-Bomb. So now they have A-Bomb Wrangler, which is pretty good. Again, not much removal, so this Wrangler is going to be pretty good against us, but like, we should have a lot of cards to play. Problem is they just have like a bunch of card advantage too. Mill a creature, hit a non-land. I mean, if it's going to be a non-land, I guess that's a good one, right? Creeping and creep. And they're deciding what to tap. All my cards are so bad that it doesn't matter. That is 3 creatures in the graveyard, though, so the Death Bonnet will flip now. Jesus. I mean, yeah, I guess playing spells is nice. No blocks. Mill creature, draw a non-land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, so no attacks. Put a counter on the Drifter. Fading Hope to bounce the Hulk. Okay. Sure. Guess we'll discard this Cavalry. Unsummons are really good when your opponent is heinously mana screwed. So take 5. Make that 6. Not a lot of interesting commentary to be had when I literally can't cast a spell. Amalgam. Yeah, we're just dead. Alright, I guess you win. They mill land. Why would they mill me? And they hit 2 lands and I draw a spell? This is actually someone playing a prank on me. Like, why would they mill themselves? Doesn't make any sense. I clearly have a bunch of graveyard stuff too. Like, what? Doesn't make... Whatever. That's just like, I'm going to try and hit 2 lands, and they'll draw a spell to tilt them off the face of the planet. That's got to be what it is. It's got to be what it is. All right. I would prefer to not do this again today. I would like to play some games of Magic. That'd be really, really cool. We are 2-2. All right, let's go. 2-2. I think our deck is very good. All right, we got lands and spells. Let's do this. Mountain. Forest. Let's go. Crasher again? I do think Crasher's good against us. I do think Crasher is specifically good against us. Taking 1 though? Love it. Come on, 2-drop. Where were you last turn? We farmer here. Just farmer into Rejuvenator probably. We hit it all there. Jeez. The Hermit and the land? God, we're so lucky. Bait Hook Angler? Not even a bluff attack? Sure. Alright, play land. And we're just going to play our Rejuvenator here. Just try and get some mana going. We can cast our spells. $22. The mismatched lands. Interesting. Draw another land. Alright, now we're golden. Now we're just casting everything. Let's start with the Hermit, in case they have the counter spell. Which I would just counter, I guess, but it's fine. So now we just have tons of gas. We're just rocking and rolling. Let's play this. Benevolent Geist, please. Resolves. And a bomb. Oh, it's non-creature spells you control can't be countered. I'm sorry. I misread the card. Your turn. And now I have like a Defend the Celestis stack next turn, which is pretty good too, so... There's not doing anything. I'm not playing tricks into their open mana, so... Attack step, send the flyers in. Are they gonna, like, do anything? What's going on here? It's an A-bomb. I'm just gonna play A-bomb and say go. I'm gonna leave up Revenge and Celestis. I just feel like something's going on here. That is true. The trick can't be countered, but they can, like, play a rule spell in response or whatever, you know. Alright, I mean, it's your turn. Not very exciting games today so far, jeez. Ooh, okay. Burn down the house. They actually had the master removal spell. Okay, so this is pretty gross. We can defend the Celestis to keep alive 1 creature. Should probably be the Dawnheart. This is freaking gross. Yeah. So we'll just save the Dawnheart, make it a 5/6 or 5/7, just like it's actually a really good size because they can't kill it with most of the red removal spells either. So I played around this, you know, like I could have maybe not played the A-bomb, but like I think I played around it like to my best of my ability without compromising my main plan, you know. So play this, and like just reload. You're up. You know, it's funny we were saying earlier about playing around master removal. The way I played around it right there is the way you do it. Like, make it so you can still win the game if they cast it, but you're not blown out entirely by it. But you still want to develop your board too. So So play Hook Haunt Drifter, sure. Play Flame Channeler, sure. And we're going to untap. We're going to flip our thingy, and this can return a flashback card, not a... No, you can play around Master Will Limited. I just did it. You just watched me do it, actually. So if I had played the other creature and not played the Celestis, we would have lost everything and probably lost the game. So we're just going to hold this, I think. We'll have a 3-3. And actually have a pretty bad attack. That's not fine, though. Yes, it's fine. Yeah, let's untap here. Untap. Our deck's full of gas, too, so... Oh, yeah.
Bingo!
What a hit. What a hit. Alright, so we jam. Attack with everything. Actually, maybe now I want to return the Shadow Beast to our hand with the Creeper. That's even better. We'll do that. Tag with these. And now we'll see if they want to go for the double block. We'll blow it out with our Revenge of a Drowned. So we're going to bounce one of these. Which one do I want on top of their deck? And which one do I want to die? I think I want the Channeler dead. And they draw Hook Haunt Drifter next turn. I guess it is like 2 more blocks. Yeah, let's target this. It's a weird tap. Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm so stupid. Creeper returns when it's in exile. Right. Maybe I just, like, take the trade here. And just flashback sighting. They're at 11. Nah, this is fine. I'll do this. I guess they play Channeler next turn. Yeah, this thing's 2 blocks. Let's do this, actually. Let's do this. Target here. So I screwed up. I should have attacked with this, too. I just made a mistake. Spin that. Make a zombie. Get in for 5. Keep this thing alive. This thing dies. Stolen Vitality. That's disgusting. Alright, whatever. Sure. That's disgusting. Alright, sure. That's fine. Amalgam, sure. That's pretty good, too. It's got 6 toughness. Alright. Timbaland to the rescue. Freaking Timbaland here. Alright. How about one more point of power? Exactly what we need.
Bingo!
Go get him, Rejuvie. Go get him. So lucky. Now what? Look at this freaking Rejuvenator.
Oh my god, Becky.
Seize the Storm, make a 3-3. Jack-o'-lantern. Sure. And another Bonnet. So 2 to recur the thing is not enough to play it to flash it. Oh, I can cast it too, yeah. So jam. And jam. They're at 6. So they have to block both big creatures, right? If I attack, this jumps here, this blocks here. They block this, they go to, I guess they go to 1. Here, it's jam with everything. Yep. Go to 3. No. Yes, no, yes. Alright, they go to 3. That thing goes away. And I'm going to... we're going to shove. We're not going to play around like another crazy... I guess they like... Alright, let's just sack this. Get back Shadow Beast. Just cast it. I'm not going to cast the Deathbringer. Because once again, we're going to play around like... something stupid, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. You know, like, so if they have something stupid, we have this. We can't lose anyway, so we'll take that. All right. Thank you. We won a game. I'm happy. Back on. All right. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Oh, yeah, this is a hand. This is a hand. I think our deck is really good. You know, like, we just need to draw, like, functional hands of Magic cards. Like Triple Sprout, good Disturb cards. I do think we're light on removal, but we're 3-2 right now. We're 3-2. Both of our losses were heinous mana screws. Sprout. Look at the hands. Look at the hands. Witch, sure. Mill over a creature, awesome. Interesting. I think we're gonna Hermit instead of playing another Sprout. So I would love to block the Witch with the Hermit, so let's go. Oh, that card's really good. So this is about our lack of removals and it hurts a little bit, but no land. Hit a farmer. Sure. We're currently at 1 in the bin. We have a land too, though, so just play this and play farmer. Mill some more cards. We mill over land. Jack-o'-lantern Sprout. Okay. Get Forest. Say go. Exiles for 1 mana of any color. Alright, cool. So we're going to pump up the Dawn Guard to a 4/4. Get Coven. And attack. Sure. Flip it. And a black source. Look at this fancy stuff here. Alright. A-Bomb, Sprout, and I guess go. Don't want to leave up the Hermit activation. Is that like a thing that's worth doing? Like, is taking a turn off on A-Bomb, like, reasonable? Like, I could just play Angler and Sprout. I guess there aren't many creatures to eat at the moment. Yeah, this is fine, actually. I kind of like this. Let's play Sprout, play Angler, and just say go. Like, they still have this thing in play, which is really, really good, obviously, but now we're kind of, like, cutting off some of their avenues. Coven, sure. Get it for 2, sure. How do I auto... Which? Yes, auto stack it. Please stack it right. Alright, it stacked it right. Then we're going to eat one of these. Hello.
Bingo!
Okay. Now what? Now we play Opportunist and just jam with, like, Hulk, Angler, Farmer. I would happily trade the Hulk for the Dawn Guard, obviously. And then I would honestly be fine cashing in the Angler for a creature in the graveyard. Would I be careful? I guess then just draw more cards. And I want their stuff to die too, so I can start eating their graveyard. We have Hermit. I like this. We're tossing a creature to draw a card, but, like, we're pushing damage also and putting cards in the graveyard for our Hulks. I like this. And now we have Hermit also up to keep anything crazy from happening, so... Start powering through our cards here. We got A-Bomb next turn to block these 2/2 flyers. They're going to block the Angler and not the Farmer. That's interesting. We draw an Archivist too. Jeez. We cranking it now. We cranking it now. Pump 'em. Tack, sure. So next turn we exile the Sprout and the Dawnheart. Have a 5/5 and a 4/4. They play Search Party Captain, sure. Mon Capitan. Next turn we have A-Bomb, Angler. Alright, they're playing some stuff. They're playing some stuff. Exile this. Exile like this. Draw Island, sure. So play this. Now we're going to send in... I don't think I want to trade the 5/5 with the Captain and the Sentry. But I guess we actually have no... nothing left as far as creatures go. So... I might just send here. Just send, play A-Bomb and Angler. Now they want to kill... They can kill one Hulk. But I think the trades are good. I'm Opportunist also, so... Sure. Kill those. Make trades. Deal damage. Fill graveyards. Draw cards. Draw forest. Sure. Play A-bomb. Play bait hook. Now I have things to block the flyers. So you go. Trade's great for us here. We have defense against removal. Orb tricks. Easy, easy block. Great. Draw more cards. 10-10. 10-10 ahead on cards and board. Love it. Mon Capitan. The deck seems pretty good, honestly. Triple Witch, double Captain. Alright, let's eat that. Shadow Beast sighting. Yeah, we're cranking it now. We can go 3-3 and then still have 1-up. So once again, I think the Hulk is just coming in. I don't mind trading with their entire board but the Dawn Guard, so ship it. I know it would get bigger, but like we're kind of just like trading and racing, so whatever. Yeah, great. Kill this. Now we're not under that anymore, which is great. No more fear of that. Like they're not gonna kill us with just flyers, you know. Another farmer. We have 15 cards left. All right, let's Archivist. Draw and discard a land. Let's play A-bomb. And there you go. Just grinding away. Now that Coven's gone too now. That's also true. Ah, that's pretty good. Alright, so Dawnheart Wardens is pretty sweet. That pumps the squad. But again, we just have like blockers for days. It's fine. Silver Bolts. Alright, so I think we counter this. Also, does it give us another flyer too? So we're going to counter this. And draw a card too. They're out of combat now. How good is this card? Just literally, oh, that's insane. Alright, now I think you're just dead. Because we have Defend the Celestis. We attack with everything. They're at 10. Let's just not die. I'd actually prefer just not dying, I think. Now I can attack with the 3-2. Yeah, we'll wait one turn for Celestis. Play land. Send the 3-2. I mean, obviously trades are insane for us. Draw Revenge of it around. Insane. And now we flash back. I think I want to revenge this before combat. That's 4 mana, a token. I flash back the Haunt as a flyer. Yep, just there you go. Their deck is really good, too. But I feel like this is the problem with the aggro format. Like, they're going to duel. Oh, my God.
Get off my plane.
Woo! Like, all the card advantage-y disturb cards just defend so well, you know? How many wins be profitable in draft? I'm not sure exactly, but we'll move too hard to figure out, I don't think. I mean, I guess. Alright, I mean, pretty sure they're dead. I don't know why I played that first, but whatever. You can defend Yo Celestis. What are they at? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Woo! Like, our deck seems very good, right? I'm not, like, crazy. Like, our opponent's deck seemed like a really good green white deck, and they just, like, couldn't do it, you know? Cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. I do think that we're light on removal. I do think that this deck is definitely missing, like, maybe 2 good kill spells. But I think that otherwise the deck seems really, really good. Thanks for following Salt MTG. If you haven't hit that follow button, hit that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Welcome. It's your first time here. How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are farmers. Alright, so Evolving Wilds for Island. Plains. Angler. Sure, it's fine. It's fine. We're not blocking Angler with Wolf, I don't think. But we're also not like gonna have mana for Hermit for a long time. Let's play the Wolf now. Yeah, no blocks. I mean, we like could block here. I think we are like definitely interested in staying alive and stuff. Next turn's Farmer. Next turn's Sighting. Then we have Hermit. We have Troop. Like, if they flash us back this turn, I don't really care. I think I just block. There are decks that have a lot of card advantage too, but I think I'm gonna block. I don't love it, but the 1-2 is not the end of the world, you know? Sure. It's fine. Worst things have happened. Creeper. Alright, can we hit a land with our farmer here, please? We are farmers. Did it. Easy game. Easy game. Next turn, Shadow Beast. I should take the island, actually. Because if I want to go Creeper, Hermit, and have the thing up, then I need an island there. They play a Faithful Mending in their main phase. I think this card's pretty bad. I think your deck has to have like an unbelievable amount of Disturb cards to make this card good. And then your deck's just good anyway. I'm also ecstatic they're playing this on their main phase. So they probably need lands. And they're just not doing anything to affect the board, which is awesome. So, love this. Love this. And they discard an Angler and a Revenge of a Drowned. Definitely need lands. They're also playing a red card too. Sure. So they're splashing red, which makes sense. They had wild, so an A-bomb. All right. I guess we just Shadow Beast here. We could go Creeper plus Hermit if we're concerned with like getting our Shadow Beast killed. Jeskai Phoenix, maybe. They have the Mythic Phoenix. Double spell or 4/4? Definitely concerned we play a 4/4. They just like kill it. We just like kind of fall behind on tempo. I'm double spell here. Play this. Play Hermit. Just say go. Next turn I have 4/4 with Hermit activation up, which is pretty sweet. So definitely want to kill them. You know they're gonna have a lot of card advantage. So bring it. Hook, Haunt, Tickles. Having this card in play, it makes you feel so safe with on tap with this card. Soul Guide Griff. That's actually really good for us. That card's actually insane against us, and then you get any value off it really at all. Farmer again. Okay. Play land. Obviously, they're flying creatures are actually a threat to us. But we just Shadow Beast here. Not leaving a green up, though. That'd be really stupid. We have Creeper, too, I guess. Yeah, the next turn can be Farmer A-Bomb with mana up, too. So Shadow Beast, they go. Well, the Phoenix is a splash card if you can just, like, discard it to your Mendings and stuff like that. If you have ways to discard it, so alright, so they go. Now they have an actual Air Force, so the Griff's a little scary. And again, our lack of removal might hurt us here, but we have Troop, and we can grow the A-Bomb. Take some hits. Again, next turn is Farmer plus A-Bomb. Alright, that's fine. I could have been a lot worse. Jack-O-Lantern. That's interesting. Alright, so very interesting. We have 6 mana. Let's just attack with the 4/4. That's the first thing we're going to do. Just attack and see what they do. Let's start there. See if they're interested in blocking. Alright, they're not interested in blocking. It's good for us. I did not want to use Jack-O-Lantern this turn. So now we cast a Farmer. And then we're going to cast an A-Bomb and leave up our Hermit mana. Mill, land, land, land. We'll get an island. Play the island. And I might actually tap the Creeper. Just so they can't, like, bounce it and stop our mana from working. Do this. Play the A-Bomb. Now the A-Bomb holds back the Drifters. And we're taking 3 a turn. But we're also, like, our board's pretty wide at this point. Jack-o'-lantern is basically 2 mana cycling exile. It's a 2 mana cremate. Zam, awesome, my friend. Congrats. Zam made Mythic for the first time. I do love hearing about everyone, you know, on YouTube comments and then Twitch who are like, I made Mythic for the first time. Jim, your series helped a lot. It's really, really awesome. You're all awesome. I appreciate that. Thanks so much. I'm glad you all enjoyed the series. Glad it's all a good learning experience for y'all. All right, so they attack, no blocks. We also have our troop now, too. Start growing the Falcon A-Bomb. J-Maz, new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Join Discord. Death Bonnet Sprout. So they're just going to say go here with 5 mana up, but, like, we have a Hermit in play, so we're not really scared of anything. Let's send in... We also can cast back our flashback our thing, too. Power says, you're by far the best streamer to help me understand drafting through the process. Help me so much. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. That's true. They could have a 3/3 flyer. That is true. That is true. Which would be kind of annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world, honestly. If they do have it, I guess that it's more of the threat of it being an attacker than anything else. We can troop this turn and pump our A-Bomb. And then play Sprout. This is definitely going in. The question is the farmers going in? I guess the farmers aren't going in. It's too bad if they have a 3/3. Alright, sure. Send this in. And then we're going to play a troop as a 3/3. Play Sprout. Jeff from Chicago. Used to play Magic a lot when I was in middle school. Tapered off through high school. Having a lot of fun getting back into it. Watching me explain stuff. Awesome, Jeff. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Join me Discord for sure. Definitely best perk of being a sub. I like kind of actively want it to be a 3/3, so if they remove this, I still have Coven, so untaps Draft Helper. I haven't used it yet. Okay. Play Jack-o'-lantern. And then again, we're going to put the counter on the A-Bomb. And then if they have a 3/3 flash, we can block it. Otherwise, we can block this thing next turn. We're also just, like, going pretty wide here as far as just killing them, too. So, let's say go. End step, pump the A-Bomb. Okay. That's not going to kill my Coven, so that's fine. It's kind of like whatever, honestly. Like, if this could have killed my Coven, that would have been insane, but now the A-Bomb still blocks the Intruder anyway, so I still have all 2s. I have a 1 and a 3, so sure. And they're trying to bounce the A-Bomb. Shit. I mean, now they have another spell probably, too. Oh, no. Alright, and we're going to counter this, so I just can't afford to die next turn, so I'm scared, though. They're going to have a really good card next turn, probably. Now we do have creatures in the bin, so this thing's going to flip. We do have a pretty big attack, pretty big attack next turn, at least. Maybe. If they bounce Shadow Beast there, I'll let it resolve. Tight game. Tight game. Alright. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Nope, yes, no, maybe, no, yes. Alright. I mean, we're blocking. What do you got for me? Trying to kill me over 2 turns? Okay. I mean, we have a pretty big swing back here. Oh, it's a Fireball? All right. Did we play bad this game? This is our first loss this draft where like we actually had a game to play. Like, I guess there's like something to analyze. Those first two games, like, there's nothing to analyze at all. Like, we obviously had to defend the flyer. I could have maybe gotten the flyer down earlier because the A-bomb could have blocked these for like a turn or two. So like maybe that would have saved like a point or two. Trading Wolf might have been a mistake. Maybe. I mean, I would have taken 2 points off that though, so the life would have mattered. Because we kind of got cheesed out this game, you know, like, and those 2 points from the hook on. I guess it ended up dealing more damage as a flyer, probably. Yeah. All right. I mean, like, again, this felt like we just lost, you know, for sure. We just lost this game. The other 2 losses were actual just bullshit. We just got the hard mana screwed. This deck seemed really good to me. I'm pretty surprised this deck didn't do as well. I will say that I think that we were definitely short like a kill spell or 2. Give me a 2-mana fight card and like maybe a Silverbolt, you know, or something like that. And this deck is a lot better. But this deck was very, very good, I think. I think this deck was very, very good. We did pass a fight spell for something. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, I think this deck was very, very good. We went 4-3. I think this deck should have gotten 7 wins, personally. But again, those first 2 losses kind of sucked. But what are you going to do? So, that's episode 12 of Bronze Mythic. YouTube folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Episode 13 is coming up.